we're about to be live here.
Okay.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. We want to start a little early today because we're going to have an early day today. Let's talk about this market right here. This thing caught a leg up like I wouldn't believe. It did get through a level of resistance, came back down and tested. And I'll show you what I'm talking about here so that you can see it. So price went up, got through this resistance, right? Then she came back down and came down here and tested back to the resistance, right? Then she headed up, right? From that resistance. That's a classic example of support or price becoming support after getting through a resistance area. Let's just take a look from a bigger view so you can kind of see. And then if you look here, you see she's getting up into an area. I'll just copy one of these lines. One second, here. You see this area is going to become an area. It's right up there in that area, right?
Yeah.
Right up in here. If you look to your right-hand side, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know why my cursor disappeared, but we'll try it again. Why my moving averages disappeared, but we will try it one more time here. Hold on, so I can get you to see this. Right in that area right there. Right? That's an area, because if you look straight across, you see that's the last time that she hit a bunch. So I don't know if it's going to get through that or not. We just got to wait and see. This is why I say the things that I say as far as being able to know what you might be going up to and all that kind of stuff. Now, when I say all that kind of stuff, I mean, you need to know your support and resistance areas. So you know why the market may be pausing or pushing through, or whatever the case might be, as far as how it's moving at a particular time. So what we want to do now is we want to go to our weekly chart, right? And we want to pull up this weekly chart and see what it looks like. It's forming. It's just doing it in the background here. All right, and then you already have that line drawn, so you know what that looks like. So let's look and see what the weekly is doing from a volume perspective, right? You can see that right here you have a situation where this thing made these lower low, it broke through here. So again, we're just waiting to see if it gets through resistance. It hasn't gone into a full-fledged trend on the weekly yet. So we just got to wait and see how that, what happens with that reaction. And then the next thing we're going to do is go to the monthly. And as you can see here, the monthly is up. It is in a definitive uptrend on the monthly. Just don't know if it's going to continue through or not. So you got to keep those things into consideration. And then our quarterly. We don't have to check this all the time, but we just like to look and see where we are. The quarterly is working. If it finishes like this, it's going to end up on a bullish engulfing bar, which is tremendously bullish for long term. Okay, tremendously bullish. So we just got to wait and see how this thing kind of reacts over the quarter here. And now we're back to our intraday trading. And Ronald, I'm going to show you exactly what I'm saying here now. Price is pulling back here. We won't take it because it's before the 9:30 hour live. I'll take it on my side just to kind of demonstrate to the audience.
All right.
If it happens, we'll have a green bar in the next 45. Oh my goodness. Oh, by the way, while we're waiting on this, Ronald, can you tell us the news today?
Yes. Let's see. Can you still hear me?
I can hear you fine. I can hear you fine.
All right. We have at 8:30 we had orange folder, building permits, yellow folder, housing starts. At 9:30, we have an orange folder, FOMC member Barkin speaks. Let's see, 12:30 we have a yellow folder, FOMC member Bostic speaks. 4 o'clock we have a yellow folder, TIC long-term purchases, and 6 o'clock yellow folder, FOMC member Goolsby speaks.
Okay. Okay.
That's it.
That's it. All right. All right. All right. All right. So we have a 9:30, somebody's talking.
Yes.
And then at 12 o'clock, got some news coming out. All right. That's what my ears heard. So
12:30.
12:30. Okay. Okay.
Yellow folder at 12:30. Okay.
And I'm just playing around here just to kind of see if this thing's going to catch some legs to the downside, which I think she might. So we'll see. We will see here. Breaks down here, you'll start to see what I'm talking about. All right. I'm just trying to show you, demonstrate to you how we add on. This is a demonstration trade, everybody, as I teach Ronald how we add on to the trade if we get an opportunity to add on before it kind of goes deep into our favor.
At what point did you enter?
I entered at the when I got that red bar break up there. Can you see? I don't know if you can see my arrows.
Yeah, but I can see it.
Yeah, so I entered there, and then I had my stop at the top because I had that red. I had a very bearish bar on that nine, on that eight. It didn't give us a chance to enter. It didn't give us a chance to enter again on this one and it's counter trend. So I'll go ahead and get ready and take my profit here. No, no, I won't. I'm gonna wait a while. No, I'm gonna take my profit, just like I said. Uh flatten. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That was the first, I mean, that was the first trade. That was definitely a demonstration trade just to kind of show what goes on. Uh hold on a second, we'll admit to Keith. I went ahead and took the profit on the trade because it was counter trend. So we're going to watch and see how the next bar forms. Good morning, Keith. Good morning.
What time was that? Was that at 9:33?
9:33. That's why I didn't call it for you because it was at 9:33.
Okay.
And then now it depends on how this bar forms on this 8100. We have a very bullish situation going on here as well. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's bullish. It's bullish now, everybody. 46, just waiting on the pullback, Ronald. The only thing about this is a very big stop. That stop's going to be 53 even. You, I'm not saying, yeah, I'm telling you, you don't want to take a trade that has that big of a stop on it. That stop is huge. And now, God dang it, didn't see it. Didn't see it on the 2700 and 300. Did not see it. And now she broke the top. She's probably going to take off to the upside. 80. If your entry is 80, your stop's 53. So that's 23 points, right?
Yeah.
27 points, excuse me. Keith, are you here? Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you. I'm just
Okay.
open again with stuff set up. You heard from Quentin? Do I need to log into the
No, go ahead. You can go ahead and log in because Quentin is not here. Quentin won't be here today. That's that. This is crapola right here because it's not. It technically, if you get a green bar break, you have a trade, but that stop is still huge and it's going back out of favor. And so we have to wait. You have to just wait. I'll take as many trades on my side from a demonstration standpoint so that people can see. But we have risk parameters in place because that's technically the entry. But we all know that thing can come crashing down And I'm just, again, just showing you how it works, right? Because now you have momentum going up on your 2,700. And then if this here turns up on your 900, you'll have confirmation that you should be right about the trade. The trade should move in a pretty expedient fashion. But the stop on that trade again was 24 points. That is why I told you to hold off on not taking that trade. That's a 24-point stop on the trade. Does that make sense?
Yes.
But I want to show you exactly how I do what I do so that you can see it. And ladies and gentlemen, y'all can watch and see as well. Now, see, now we have trend and see, now we have trend and momentum in our favor, right? We have trend and momentum in our favor. So now this trade should go. Now we have everything pushing. This trade should be one to go, right? So now, before, Ronald, what I was teaching you was what the situation looks like. And when I say what the situation looks like, this is how you want your trades to look. So then you can get in your second and third entry, right? But I was teaching you again the second and third entry because you literally need to get in before the market turns or as the market is turning. Because if you get in on that second leg, a lot of times you do have stop outs. And I just got frustrated yesterday about the stop outs we were having because they weren't losing trades. They were just stopping us out and then continuing to go. Now you have everything green everywhere. This is a no-brainer trade. So now this thing has got to go 24 points. If it goes 24 points, I'll just call it. But I will enter again if it starts to go up. This will be my second entry. It hasn't gone my 24 points in my favor, so therefore I'm still in it waiting to see. And ideally, what you want to do is you want to be in 2 or 3 contracts before it gets to your 20, before it gets to your 1-to-1, so that you can then play, in the trade. And you can get out of the trade at your 1-to-1, but you actually have 3 contracts on, so you're going to get much more than 1-to-1. And I'm just kind of trying to show you how this is working here. I don't like the fact that it keep coming down on me like that, but we can clearly see that she's in a definitive uptrend. And this is what I mean by that second entry. You haven't gotten it yet because it's gone green. It's gone green and red, as you can see on the. There's nothing to do here. I'm trying to. I'll go ahead and. I'm trying to give it a shot here. Yeah, I'm not going to lose on this trade, so we'll go ahead and get ready and exit it. So that trade, you see how I got out of that trade because I'm not going to take a loss on that trade after they move that high in my favor. And now it's coming back down. It doesn't make any sense. The thing went like right at 19 points in my favor because I got in at 777 and it went to 95. So why would I take a loss on that trade? There's almost, like I said, 18 points, 17, 18 points in my favor. So we just wait. And now we wait on something that everybody can kind of sink their teeth into. That's not divergent. So that 800 is So again, Ron, let me explain it. Let me explain it to you. What we're typically waiting on is that green and green right here on that 900, right?
Green and green.
Right. Like if we're looking for a trade on to enter on the 300, we're looking for a green and green and for a poke bar, right?
Yeah.
So it never gave us that. So we would have never had an opportunity to get that trade. Does that make sense what I'm saying? Because that
Oh,
would have been his second entry.
to the down. You tend to go up.
Yeah, with that trade that I was in long, right?
Okay. Yeah, I got you. I
Yeah.
got you.
So it was green and green, and we were looking for the poke bar, but it never gave it to you. So you didn't even have an opportunity to get into that trade for the second time.
For the second entry. Okay, I
But
got
it's you. So that didn't happen because the
you. Yeah.
first initial entry is before that everything turns in your favor. Is before everything turns in your favor. I mean, this right here is definitely momentum down. Trend is down. We're going to see what this thing does here. I don't like how jagged it is when it go. You see all them wicks. When I say
Yeah.
wicks, the tails on the bars here.
Yeah.
It's just performed a bunch of tails. So you have to be very careful of that, right? Have to be very careful of that.
What does that usually what does that mean?
So when you got a bunch of tails, that means that the market is extremely volatile, right? That means it's going up and down in the same bar like this right here. That means there's a lot of volatility.
Yeah.
So when there's a lot of volatility, there's nothing wrong with trading the volatility as long as you as long as you're going in the direction of the trend and momentum. Uh, it's just difficult right now because this right here is technically, and I'll do it here, but I'm not again. This is technically a trade, right? Technically, and when it turns over, it's going to confirm. But again, you don't want to take that trade because your entry is 66 and your stop is 95. So it's a 29-point stop. And this is what I mean by you don't trade volatility like that, is because if you trade the volatility and you're wrong, your stops are huge 9 times out of 10. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like your stops are gargantuan. Um, I think that this trade might work, but I don't know. I mean, I don't know. But it should based on price action and how it's been moving through price from a price action standpoint. But the fact that it's sitting on that support right there makes me a little nervous. But we'll just watch it and see. And I want you to see me do. I want you to see me do this so that you understand why I say we're looking to add on to trades. You know, the other trade just went in our favor really fast. I'd rather stair step because I can get another entry right now if it goes back down. So now you have trend and momentum in your favor. Now this is that second entry I'm talking about. You see what I'm talking about? This is technically that second entry that I'm talking about. If it breaks this bottom on this bar, once this bar forms, it's probably going to go down. It didn't break it, so still got to wait on it here. And see, technically, Ronald, that's a stop out on that one bar pullback. And I'm gonna show it to you in just a minute once I get into this next leg. And this is what I mean by getting in and then it's stopping you out and then going. It keeps pushing up here. gives me reason for pause, but neither here nor there. No. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and exit this trade, and I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna tell you why here in a second. If it doesn't do what I needed to do here, if it breaks the high of on that 2,700, all right, I'm out. So I got out of that trade so that I don't have to take that full stop. I already know what my stop is. It's up here, right? But I don't want to be in that trade anymore because now I have momentum pushing to the upside, which means the trend is changing on this chart. And this is what I mean by being able to be kind of, I'm going to say, know what you're doing. It never hit my stop. But there's counter trend. And I'm not playing with a counter trend trade for it to go back up. Because we have 300 contracts on that 8,100. We have 300 contracts on the 8,100, and then it's going to be a green bar in an uptrend and a very bullish bar in an uptrend. So now that bar is done. So if you get a pullback and it doesn't break this bottom, it's going to probably go back up. And this is how professionals trade. When you're talking about being a professional trader, this is all you're doing. You're watching price. The indicators are down there to give me confirmation, but I'm really watching price and seeing what price does and how price reacts. It hasn't given you a trade. This trade right here was a stop. This I was going to show you this. This trade here was a stop out. Yeah, not necessarily. It might not have got you in because if we were using the 3-bar reversal, the 3-bar reversal was all the way down here 62. So it didn't even give you an opportunity to get into the trade. Well, that's not bad. That's not bad. That second entry wouldn't have happened. That I see. I don't see. And if you see a trade, Ronald, call it out. I'm just trying to walk you through how I go through my trading sequence in my brain. Right. I haven't done this. This is something I haven't done for you yet. I've been doing a lot of teaching, but I haven't been doing a lot of showing. So now I'm trying to show you exactly what it looks like and how it looks going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And you're going to always have opportunities. You just got to be on the right side of the opportunity.
Yeah.
I'm going to take that out. Do me a favor. Never mind. Go ahead. Go ahead. I apologize. So
poke bar to 900.
Yeah. So this right here might go up. Let's see what if you want to, are you in that trade or no?
I didn't get in it.
If you want to get on it on the break of this bar once it closes, that's tough, man. It's tough. I needed to break that high because I got in prematurely by mistake. And let me tell you, when you make that mistake, I'm gonna give it a shot here just because it's right at near my price. But you really just should get out because my entry is not a break of this high. So now you got trend again. You got trend and momentum going in your favor right here. So that poke bar in that situation works well, or did work well. But it was the thing is, you see the poke bar, and this was your first entry. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So but your stop was still on this trade 75, 67. It wasn't that wasn't that bad. Entering on the That's tough. That's tough. That's tough. And this is what I mean by volatility. It's not moving. It's doing a lot of moving back and forth. Jeez.
Yeah.
Jeez.
This is just a rough time of year to trade.
It's not rough. It's a rough day because that thing is in a range for the most part, essentially, right? It's in a range, but should it go up? It should. Will it go up? I don't know. If this thing turns back green, if it turns back green here, I'll be confident that it's going to go up. Matter of fact, I'll go ahead and enter my second one because it should go up from here. Because that's your second entry right here. I'm not entering a third time. I'm just trying to demonstrate being able to. I'm not taking a loss on this trade either. So it's going to have to go up, or I'm just going to get out. There we go. This is rough. This is rough because it's not moving smooth. It's jagged to the upside. All right. I'm gonna give it some time here just to see what it does. I have 4,000 contracts. I'm not going to take a loss on this trade, as I told you before. It should push though. And if it doesn't, then I'll be out. That's fine. Made a little bit on the trade, not a whole lot. And this is what I mean by it's rough, man. It's we're trading in his range. You see that? See, I didn't draw the lines today. I didn't do it on purpose. So let me tell you that. I didn't do it on purpose because I want you to see what pure price trading looks like, right? Because when you're in here by yourself, I want you to be able to say, okay, cool. What am I doing? What am I looking for? Cool. Because right now we got 114 contracts and a bearish engulfing ball at 8,100.
You got this short right here on 300.
Keith, I'm sorry, man. I didn't even see it because I was looking for trades on the 900. And that's what I do. I do focus on one chart. Because I'm not quick like I used to be able to see all of them charts. So my focus is on the 8,100 and the 900. It was one though, Keith. You're right about it. I didn't see it. So I'll get you to focus on it and kind of give me a heads up.
You see how the market picked up all of a sudden?
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I did see that. But you are all working on the bearish engulfing bar on that. Now you got a bullish engulfing bar on the 900. So if that bullish engulfing bar doesn't push this thing up fairly significantly, it will be a short.
Hmm.
That's tough. I took that trade based on the bearish engulfing followed by bullish engulfing followed by the bearish engulfing, Keith. You never heard that before, right?
Um,
Now it's got a inside bar, but we should start to fall to the downside though here. Hmm. All right.
hmm.
All right. I exited that trade because everything looks like it's trying to go up. And this is what you get when you're trading in this. I'm telling you now, you shouldn't be trading live in this range uh at all. Because if you're trading live in this range, you're going to cause yourself a problem. So now you just waiting on I'm waiting on this thing to give me that. You see, it's a poke bar on that 9 on the 8100. So instead of me waiting on that big stop, because again, that absolute stop on that trade, and because I got bottom tick for real, honestly, at 55 and at 98, that's 43 points. Ain't no way in the world.
So
So
poke
you should,
bar,
huh?
the poke bar on the 2700.
It's a market structure. It's not a poke bar anymore because a poke bar is one bar. There's a one bar
Okay.
pullback. Now you have a market structure, which is not bad, but what we want to do is we want to see this 8100 turn back over because she's technically still in the uptrend and she's just consolidating in the uptrend. But we do have a bearish engulfing bar that it has not taken out yet. So I don't want to see this bar go red first on this 8100. I'd rather see a bearish bar. I'd rather to be the trick bar, really, where it is has a higher high. But you see how I keep pushing up here?
Yeah.
Bad entry. If at 454 bars, Keith, look at that 2,700 and tell me if it closes where it is now or about. Tell me what we have. Do you know? I know you know. On the 2,700.
On divergence.
Now, if it closes where it is, it's going to have the two bars
Okay.
close above that 20 moving average, which gives me extreme reason
Too
for.
long? Oh shoot. Our charts don't look exactly the same.
All right, so
I was looking at mine. Mine don't have two bars. Just got one. That's fine.
I got you. I got you.
But you do have uptrend on the 8,100, trend moving up on the 2,700, and so be an entry on the 900 if you get a market structure. That's happening right now. Yeah, that's your entry right there.
Where you see an entry rate on the 900?
Mm-hmm. 10:05:56, 46, man. It's not really on yours.
I'm gonna say, I was
You
gonna say, wow.
got an inside bar market structure. The entry would have been 74.50. Stop at 62.50. Yeah, you said you got the same inside bar market structure right there.
Hmm.
You have a bullish bar on 8,100, short-term momentum up on the 2,700, and you got market structure, inside bar market structure on the 900.
Yeah, I got in a little early, I think, though, because I got in on this 3-bar reversal. It's tough right here because it's in a range.
Mm-hmm.
Just it ain't no other way to put it. It's in a range. It should push though here. And I say it should, it might not. Is that trick bar on that 900. I just needed to really to get above this high so I can be comfortable. Because if it doesn't, yeah, all right, we good. We're good. No, we're not. So we just have to wait, right? This thing is all about probabilities.
It's at the top of that range.
Yeah, it's pushing now though. right? So Ronald, you realize we shouldn't be trading in none of this, right?
Yeah.
Because this is how you end up just churning your account and giving the broker commissions for no reason.
Yeah.
But this is probably going to be the one to move just because I got out of it, but it's all right. It's a range, man. And in a ranging market, the trend trading system does not work. This thing is moving right here, though. And this is why I told you that, yeah, that poke bar to the whatchamacallit turned into a market structure, which said, okay, cool, we're trying to go up. And it's jagged to the upside. That's all that is. It's just jagged to the upside near the, like you said, Keith said, to the top of the range. And this is, let me tell you something, Ronald. I'm telling you now, I need you to listen to what I'm going to say to you. Because it's going to sound real mystic, but I'm just telling you what I've seen.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I told everybody last night that I had that situation where, something popped up for CJ that I had to do, right?
Yeah.
I couldn't sleep. So I was up this morning at 3 o'clock, literally trading, looking at the markets and trading, right?
Yeah.
Now I gotta leave. Well, the fact that I gotta leave at 10:30 is a good thing today. Why? Because it's in a range. So it keeps us from doing crazy stuff. You get what I'm saying? I know it
Yeah.
might sound
Right,
weird to
right,
you, but I'm
right.
telling you, stuff like that happens all the time to me, man. It's like,
Yeah.
Hey, you were marking all the trades on Sim?
huh?
Yeah, you were marking all the trades on Sim?
When?
So it's like a second move on the 900.
Oh, you know what? This is part of that same trade that I got out of right here.
Oh, I said second move.
It actually is the third one, but this is the first entry because this is an inside bar market structure. After the turn green, this is the second. Ooh, she gone. She gone. She gone. And that's all right. That's all right. That is all right. She busting through the top of that range there. I think I got out like right here at 82. It went to 92. So busting out of that range. Keith, are you gonna be here all day?
Um, yeah, I can.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do, because I'm going and I'm gonna come back. It's just I need to get some work done on Colin's car before he drives it like that. Um, so I'm gonna run him down to take this workout, get this workout, and then I'll be back. But I'm also gonna be online, so I'm gonna be online saying, "Hey guys, it broke through," or "Hey guys, it's still in the range," and I'll still be talking to you because I'll still be online. I'm just gonna get on my phone, okay? I'm gonna be here for another about 10, 15 minutes. I just want to let you know. CJ, go ahead and get yourself together, man. We're gonna be leaving in about 15 minutes. That thing, it busts through there though. And this is what I mean by you always want to stay on the side. So this is what I mean by you always want to stay on the side of the trade, Ronald. And when I say on the side of the trade, you all want to stay in direction of wherever that bar is going on the largest time frame
Yeah.
because it'll keep you out of trouble. It'll keep you from guessing, right? Because as long as you're going in the direction of momentum, and then everything else is a trend, like that's momentum. and then it's it's confirmed over here by this being green, and then you got the trend is up here, and then you time it with the trader's trick entry, or you time it with the you can go down to a smaller time frame to get another entry as well. You can do the, one of the two. I'm just using two time frames to make it simpler. Uh, because it was a poke bar right here, but everything wasn't lined up. But it lined up right there, and that's the trade that Keith's talking about. Right there. So yeah, but this is a range. And here's your line. Right there. Let me draw it here. Horizontal line. That's your horizontal line. So now we got to see if it's in, this is the top of the range. And then down here is the bottom of the range. And now you can draw this fourth one down here is because that's an area right there. So you can have that drawn, and you'll notice that she just ain't flying through none of that. Did you see any trades that you want to take, Ronald? I'm just because I want you to talk to me and tell me what you think you see so I can help you there.
Nah, the one I saw earlier, I took a little too long to act on it.
And that was the only one, right?
Yeah, that was the only one I really saw.
Yeah. I mean, that's okay too, because this thing is not moving. Is it gonna bust through this area? Never told me I couldn't sing, that I need to stick to trade because I tried to do some Christmas caroling yesterday in the space, and she told me I sounded like a hurt hyena with a cold. That was I'm trying to make y'all laugh, man. That wasn't funny. Golly. Does that mean it's going down? Nah, I don't know the answer to that. It means it's going down. That means it's going down, fellas. If it closes like this or worse.
I'm short on the 300.
You
But
said short on the 300? Oh, on your 300, because mine is still.
I said you're gonna have one, man. I'm just trying to. If
And
it
that's
break,
why.
it probably happened.
Hold on, let me go to my.
On the minimum, the switch right here. So yeah, that's it right there.
You say you're short?
This would be gonna be a red bar break. 86 would be the entry. But it's at the top of that range now, so it might bounce off of it or it'll keep the entry right there.
If it breaks that low, right?
But I got it. It's a red bar red. Oh yeah, if yours is break the low, yeah. My entry's at 86. Yours is at 84.25 roughly. But I got the red, the high that is a red bar for me.
All right. I mean, we'll watch it and see what happens.
Like I say it's in that range still. I don't see any divergence on the 900. It's not divergence on the it's possible. But That's about 10 points. So, yeah, but that bar went bullish.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have.
Yeah.
I don't have a situation, so uh,
Like I say, it's at the top of your thing.
yeah, it is. It's at the top of the range.
Kind of when that trade happened, probably just mm, I wouldn't. You know, the chance you
That's
might
tough,
have to break through that.
but I wouldn't be taking that. I wouldn't have took that short because everything everywhere is green.
Yeah, I
Uh,
mean that's it's definitely going against the money. But mm,
yeah, I wouldn't have. I mean, it's if I had something red tell me, okay, the thing might be turning over, but there is literally zilch. Now the thing is, it ain't stopped you out yet. And now it just gave you an entry on the whatchamacallit if you decide to take it. But that's boy,
yeah,
that's tough.
I definitely want to take it now. I mean, I'm good. But you might be having something to go.
And this is the kind of crapola you deal with the closer it gets to Christmas. But Christmas is on a Sunday, so you're gonna have trading all throughout the day. I mean, all throughout the week. It broke through that, so ain't nothing to do as far as that's concerned. Yeah, you just have to wait. I have to wait. You haven't had anything but trade and trades and slop today.
Hmm, hmm,
I'm gonna try to watch this because the thing is, if it turns, if but you got 3,000 contracts, so I mean, it's like, let me do this long term chart. Hold on, I mean this time chart. You got 3,000 contracts. Sorry about that. I don't know why that did that. Can y'all hear me?
yeah,
Yeah.
so
Okay. All right. I just my screen looks real funky right now.
too long on 900 if you want that 18th move.
You funny though. Did you say if you want the 18th move?
Mhm.
I heard you, man.
That's over with now anyway. Mm, see what that bar do.
You see, I'm
That
telling you, you
short
see how
about to
I
come.
drew them lines, and you see how now them lines are
Yeah, you
huh?
got the short if it pull back, get the market structure. But it's in that range. So And honestly, Will, I'm just trying to, like I said, I was gonna focus on trying to see trades on all the charts. So I'm trying to call them as I see them. It's in a range, so I don't. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, honestly,
but
let's just say
it's
we trading live, and I'm telling Ronald, hey, Ronald, if you get this trade, I'm not telling him nothing
mm,
because this is the part, Ronald, you need to see. This is the discipline you got to have, not to trade in this crap right here and wait on this thing to break out of a range because the system that I have us trading is a trend system, and when it's in no trend, meaning it's flat, you got to sit on your hands and knees, man, and wait. And that's the part that a lot of people miss. You'll save yourself a lot of heartache by just waiting on everything you want to see versus trying to force something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then when the opportunity comes, you can't be scared though. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
it's, it's it's a catch 22 because you got to sit here and wait, and then when opportunity comes, you got to be ready to go. Right? You got to be ready to go. Man,
27.
ain't nothing happening. That thing just keep with that line that I drew.
Man,
Literally.
the bars. Red, green, green, red, green, red, green, red. It's just there's nothing Christmas lights. Nothing.
All right, you man of social media land.
That's it. That's it.
Here it
Yeah,
is.
that's a short right there.
Want to, and the word for today is do what you're supposed
I
to
think your
do.
screen might be frozen with it. You've been on 405 for a few seconds.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. It's just the screen not moving.
Yeah, let me give the word of
It's
the day
not
real quick.
responding. Yeah, your Zoom says not responding.
Hold on. Again, that's my cue, right? Because it did it right at 10:30. It's 10:29. It did it literally right at 10:30. Are we back?
No,
Yeah,
it's
I can't.
still not responding.
The screen, the charts are frozen, but I can hear you.
Yeah, it's just yeah, you had a short entry at 90.75. It's only good for like 4 points. So, nothing, like you say, you shouldn't trade in this at all. And if you do, you don't take a beating because you can just see it. Looking straight across, it's just a straight line on all the bars. So,
Yeah, y'all are. I'm gonna be honest with you. I opened up them time charts, and when I opened up them time charts, it went crazy on me. So I'll give the word of the day, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you control, Keith.
mhm.
I'm gonna stop sharing my screen here. Hold on. And then I'm gonna give you control. We're still trading today if it breaks out, but we gotta wait on it to break out of the range. And I'm gonna give you control. Let me give the word of the day, and then we'll go ahead and stop of the words of the day now. Right.
Mhm.
Ladies and gentlemen, before I leave, here is my word or words for today. Do what you're supposed to do in life that will serve you well. Because if you do what you're supposed to do, then you'll get what you're supposed to get. But if you don't do what you're supposed to do, there's no way possible for you to get what you're supposed to get. So, in all that you do what you're supposed to do. I am out. So, gents, let me log off YouTube. Hold on a second. Oh, that's why I can't do it. Hold on, Keith. I got to take the control back here for a second. And then I'll let me get follow up YouTube. For whatever reason, it won't let me log off. I don't see the log off on YouTube. Do y'all see me on YouTube right now?
Let me see. Let's see. Red said breakout. Look like it's still off.
Yeah, you still alive.
The Sacramento, yeah. It doesn't give me the option to log off of YouTube here right now. 1 second.